All right, guys, as Candace would say, how's it hanging, my friends? I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to. Got so much stuff. My God, so much stuff here. Thank you, dear heart. This might be one of the most important days in terms of what we're hearing. Unbelievable. First, the Larry Loomer stuff is one thing. Candace today was just terrific on something else, but also this crazy woman going after her kid. This is nuts. TPUSA, did you happen to see the most beautiful girl? No. Did you happen to see the video? The video from that I mentioned today, I don't have it offhand, from this Act Blue thing. Did you see it regarding the number of, I guess you call them the number of chapters that may not even, that may be astroturfed? Did you see this? TPUSA could be part of a huge fraud if the allegations make sense. Are you following this? It's unbelievable. This is wild. This is wild. This is great. And one more thing. What's with Megyn Kelly? Trump may have cheated on his wife. Excuse me. I don't know anything firsthand, but this isn't news at 11. What the hell difference does that make to you? What is she running out of things to say? Seriously. Now, first, Laura Loomer. Did you see what? I don't know what. Look. Do you see what had a picture of Laura? I guess with her plastic surgery, it says Candace. Now she puts Loomered. So Candace got the watermark, and I guess it's Larry, as you would call him. It was the most incredible, just this wild. She looked like she'd been in a fight. Candace, and she's basically suggesting she's a homosexual or upset with DeSantis because the gender affirming is like, what the hell is going on? What are you suggesting? She's a man? I can't figure this stuff out. All I know is, Laura, you asked for it. Remember, you wanted this. Remember the Jack Reacher line? You wanted this. What are you doing going after Candace Owens? Are you nuts? Are you out of your tree? What are you doing? What, pray tell, are you doing? This is the most incredible thing I've ever seen in my life. It's crazy. Let me get the whole thing for you. This is so good. This is absolutely so good. And I don't know about you, but there's so much going on with the numbers of everything. Like my X numbers is like stop. It's like, I don't think so. YouTube numbers are weird. Everything's weird. Anywho, I want to show you this. This is a good one. This is real Candace. She says, oh, this is fantastic. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Have you seen this one? It says, did Governor DeSantis, exclusive, Candace, did Governor DeSantis unintentionally interrupt Laura's gender affirming care? Is that what she's callously is this why she callously accused Casey DeSantis of faking cancer just 10 days later? Many men have accused Larry of aggressive sexual assault, and yet she has never sued any of them for defamation. Laura publicly and consistently fantasizes about other people's husbands in particular. Is this evidence of repressed homosexual urges? Does Andrew Simpson know? Laura once demanded that Casey DeSantis release her medical records. We are now demanding the same from Laura. Receipts. Oh my God. This is incredible. Buckley Carlson, who is quickly becoming one of my favorites, says Larry is exclusively dumb. Also a Trump sycophant who will never join the ranks of federally employed Trump sycophants. This is wild. These are the best shit stirrers of anybody I have ever seen. If you're not loving this, if you absolutely are not, this is great. This is fantastic. She's just saying, okay, I'm going balls to the wall. Then today in the Daily Caller, the Daily whatever, I got something dropping later on at 9 o'clock for you. They're doing a bunch of Republican groups, a bunch of the focus group people are putting together loads, mind you, of focus groups saying that the secret insurgent of 2028 is Candace. I don't want to say this because it's not that profound, but I have been telling everybody for the longest time. I said, Candace Owens is the most powerful person. Remember I said this? Not the most listened to. I mean, there are people who are, my God, I told you one time I saw something of some young girl in India. She's like 20 million people. I don't even know what the hell that's about. She's unboxing curling irons. But anyway, she is the most powerful person. Said if ever she says, vote for this, do this, don't do this, she will affect politics. And sure enough, in this reluctant piece by Daily something or other, it was in Drudge, she's repeated constantly. Please watch at 9 o'clock. I've got a drop on that. Please do that. It's great. Now, of course, she better not do it. If I find out she's running, I will fly to Nashville, appear pro hoc vice, and have her involuntarily committed for psychiatric care. If she would ever be so crazy as to even run for anything, you don't want to run. That's not where anything is done. This is Al Williams. I'll tell you right now, Washington is a waste of time. If you want to get somebody, if you want to see somebody just turn into nothing, send them to Washington. Nothing will happen to them. They don't do anything in Washington. They don't do anything. They don't. So, right now, they don't know what to do. MAGA, I'm sorry, MAGA, whatever the hell that is, I think it's not on life supports, but it just doesn't, it doesn't have the same thing, the same feel that it did before. Remember 2016, 2020? It was the most powerful thing. Trump could have said, everybody stop breathing. Okay, hey. And now it's like, well, we're not so sure about this. Well, we're not sure about this one. Well, President Trump, well, it's just not the same. And so many things have happened. Two events happened. October the 7th and September the 10th. October the 7th, what, 23, I think it was, or was that it? Yeah. And September the 10th, when Charlie was taken from us. That changed everything. Changed everything. For the longest time, American foreign policy said, whatever we say regarding Israel, don't worry about it. That's it. For the longest time. Whatever. Most of the people just didn't care about it. Whatever it is, don't worry. You don't worry about it. Whatever you say, got it. That's over with. That's done. That's finished. They are going batshit, ape shit, crazy over that one. And Candace mentioned this today, as I mentioned it the other day, Seb Gorka. He's trying to figure new ways to scare people. That's done. That is done. And Joe Kent and others and Massey And a whole group of people are coming forward and they're saying, it's done, it's over. Lengitis says, love being amongst high IQ folks. Indeed. This is crazy talk. We are talking, this is different. I'm telling you right now, listen to what I'm saying. I'm not going to argue who's right, who's wrong. Many people are saying we're tired of this anti-Semitic label. It doesn't work anymore. It's done. It doesn't work. Nobody's anti-Semitic. Nobody cares about Judaism. Nobody cares one way or the other. I mean, it's not nobody even has anything to do with it. That trope, that meme, that tropism is through. It is done. It is finished. It doesn't make any sense anymore. And Candace and Tucker and others and Kent and Massey, I mean, it MTG, a lot of people, and soon Tulsi Gabbard. They've unleashed. And what have I told you? What have I told you? It's not left and right anymore. It's not left and right. It's different. It's completely, totally different. This is the most important thing in the world right now. Americans want to say, listen, live and let live. We don't care about this. We have nothing against the people of Gaza. We have nothing against, we don't give a shit about Ukraine. It's none of our business. And let me tell you something. Putin is about to level Kyiv. He has had it. And you've got, I mean, seriously, you've got Lavrov calling up Rubio saying, get ready. Might want to pull your people out of there. It's going to hit the fan. We've had it. And Putin doesn't pick up the phone and tell people, we're going to annihilate you. We're going to incinerate you. There's going to be nothing left. Doesn't happen that way. JK, whatever says, she is not the most powerful. She is not the most powerful, just the biggest threat to regime. She says herself she didn't want this. It's just her friendly got publicly executed. No, she is not the most powerful, just the biggest threat. No, she is the most powerful. I disagree with you. No. And thank you, by the way. Oh, I disagree. She's the most powerful. She doesn't want to be. Who's more powerful? Now you could say, well, the president of the United States, yeah, theoretically. Tell me one person. Tell me one person in the name of, who is it? Tell me one person in the name of what? The folks who are involved in whatever. Tell me one person. Tell me one person. Who? Anybody. I mean, anybody. Now, again, you know, you can argue people in the administration. In the old days, it started with Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan was Bedtime for Bonzo. He was a B actor. And Ronald Reagan worked for General Electric. He went around the country and he would give lectures and meetings about General Electric products and General Electric this. But when he went out and he was part of that deal, people started to listen to him and they said, wait a minute, this guy's pretty good. And that's when he started to develop his speaking style and his theory, and he became powerful that way. The idea that they call her a podcaster, you know, that word doesn't mean anything anymore. She has more people watching her, listening to her. But by the way, than all of the late night group combined. But if she tells people something, she doesn't just sit and make fun of people. She tells people specifically, this is what's going on. And I disagree with you. I think she's the most powerful. If she says, we're all going to vote this way, she hasn't done that. And she one time laughingly says, well, I don't want to get involved in politics. Yes, you do. I mentioned Seb Gorka. Remember him? He was the one who came absolutely out of his mind. Remember this? He was out of his mind, thinking there's got to be ways to shut people down and shut them up. You have no earthly idea of how this crazy stuff goes. Oh, I heard a good one today. I want to read this to you right now. before I forget, and I want you to read this. This is on X. I hope you follow me on X. Hope you follow me on X at line whatever. I want you to listen to this carefully. Okay? What if I told you the following? What if a powerful global figure, celebrated publicly as a humanitarian genius, has spent decades quietly funding agricultural experiments, pharmaceutical campaigns, and population studies across vulnerable regions of the developing world, not simply to help humanity, but to reshape it? What if the real goal was never just improved crops or disease prevention, but control itself, control over food, control over medicine, control over fertility, control over population growth? And what if critics who questioned these projects were immediately dismissed as paranoid, anti-science, or dangerous? Where billions of dollars flowed into genetically modified food systems, synthetic biology, and mass vaccination programs with almost no independent oversight. Now imagine this. A deadly viral outbreak emerges again. Governments panic. Media outlets flood the public with fear. Emergency powers return overnight. But behind the scenes, instead of strict containment, infected individuals are quietly moved, relocated, or released into broader populations under the justification of humanitarian necessity. Why? Because fear creates compliance, chaos creates dependence, and pandemics create opportunities no election or war ever could. What if sterilization was never carried out through dramatic science fiction style, death rays or obvious poison, but slowly, subtly, and plausibly through large and long-term exposure to altered food systems, hormonal disruption, experimental injections, or engineered environmental factors nobody fully understands yet? What would anyone ever notice until birth rates collapsed? And before you instantly dismiss the possibility, ask yourself something simple. Has history not already shown us governments experimenting on populations without consent? Have pharmaceutical companies not concealed dangers before? Have intelligence agencies not conducted covert biological and psychological operations? Have wealthy elites not openly discussed sustainability, population management, and reducing humanity's carbon footprint? So is it truly impossible or merely uncomfortable to consider? Maybe none of it is true. Maybe every decision was made with noble intentions. Maybe every coincidence is just that. But when enormous power, secrecy, global health critics, crises, and financial interests converge, skepticism is not irrational, it's responsible. Because sometimes the most dangerous thing in the world is not wild conspiracy, it's blind trust. And what's also interesting to note is, what if I told you that one of the best ways to fix things is to make sure that people who had Ebola get released back into the mainstream? What do you think about that? Crazy? Does that sound crazy to you? What if that happened? Crazy? Is that crazy talk, do you think? I don't think so. Think that's crazy talk? I hope you're ready for something. And I hope you are ready for something that very few people can understand. We are in the midst, and we are preparing for what is going to be one of the biggest revolutions of all time. I mean, everything's going to change. Everything that you were politically, left and right and all this stuff, it's done. The way policy is being handled, the way elections are going to be handled, the parties, the people running, who emerges as the leaders. I'm telling you. And when I tell people this, they're going to say, oh, yeah. Because remember, most of your friends, most of your family members, most of your neighbors don't know what's going on. They're walking around stultified, spellbound. They're in this torpor, this fugue. They have no idea what's happening by the hour regarding Iran. The only thing they'll care about is gas prices. That's it. That's all they know about. The American people just don't care. They don't pay attention, and they don't have the imagination to understand what's going on right now. I mean, they think they do. They watch Fox News and honestly they go, I know what's going on. I understand what's going on. Really? What's going on? What? Do they really understand what's going on? This is bigger than the polls are through the roof. It's changed. American foreign policy is ridiculous. We have had it. It doesn't make sense anymore. We can't even figure out what's happening. Trump, bless his heart, will tell you in one instance, everything's fine. We're working towards a solution, and then start bombing. Defensive bombing. Stephen Salty says, Lana, remember the lyrics. Video killed the radio star. Yes, the Ruggles. How prevalent do you think it is in today's social media world? That video killed the radio star? How prevalent is that? I think it's very relevant. But I don't know what the question is, but thank you. You don't know what's going on. If you don't know anything, if you didn't know that a hurricane was coming, if you didn't know the risk of cigarettes, if you didn't know these things, how in the name of God do you expect to live in a world and not be overwhelmed? What are we going to do about this? Let me tell you something. This is great. And also, this world, this format is making people crazy. All of a sudden, they're pushing this Laura Loomer. You know, she has no affiliates. You know, she has no affiliates. None. I mean, she has nobody's with her. She is a part of no White House, anything between Susie Wiles and others. They're telling, get the hell out of here. You're ready. Who knows what happens with her? I have no idea. I mean, who knows? Trump is, kind of loyal to an extent, but I don't think people really understand how batshit crazy she is. It's weird. She right now has decided she's going to throw down on Candace, and Candace is going to take off the gloves. And this one lunatic who's going after her daughter calls her daughter a bitch or something like that. Little kid. A little kid. And by the way, my only suggestion to Candace, whom I think we all love, I know we do not have any pictures of your children at all, ever, in any context whatsoever. Keep your life private. Everything and any. Listen to what I'm saying. Have them wonder. Have them wonder about you. Have them wonder. These people aren't your friends, Candace. They're not your friends. We're not your friends. Think of us as we're the audience. You don't know us. We think we know you, but we don't. And you don't know us. And sometimes the familiarity of this can lead people to think incorrect things. There are people out here who are crazy. There are people who get, I don't even tell you about emails I get, calls from people. Crazy. That's okay. They're not the only ones. Been doing this for a long time. And they're there. But Candace, I'm going to say this again. They are not your friends. I want you to look at everybody as an imposter. Everybody who calls you, everybody who contacts, imagine them just pulling back some mask and there's some killer. There are sick people out there. There are lonely people who have no family. And what happens is they live. Let me give you an example. I gave this an example before. How many of you have ever been to a Halloween party? And all of a sudden you got at your office. Everybody shows up. This one has a hat. Oh look, there's Jerry in accounting. He's whatever. He's got he's a warlock. I don't know what the hell he is. And then you'll have somebody who is the mousy kind of woman from HR, not HR, someplace. And she's dressed rather scantily, like some kind of a witch. And she maybe has a couple of cocktails, and she starts dancing like a slut, like a strumpet, like some courtesan, like some slattern, parading about and perambulating about and gallivanting around. You say, who's that? Is that Millie? Oh my God. What got into her? She got into that costume. She's never been. That costume let her out. It's not that she's this, this wild slut-like crazy sex bot. No. But this gave her a portal, something, kind of an anonymity. Sometimes when you wear a mask, have you ever seen this? Wearing a hoodie makes people slump over. It hides them. They take on a thug character. Put a hoodie on. Watch the way people look. They look weird. Masks did this during the mania. Well, when you have somebody who hides in a world where they don't have a mask, they don't have some outfit, they're in their parents' rumpus room and they're tapping away, and all of a sudden they say, my costume is my invisibility. I can say anything I want. I can be anything I want. And I'm not going to be. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to be as vile and filthy as you can imagine. I am going to come out of the woodwork. I'm going to show you sides of which you've never seen before. Why? Because I'm hiding. You don't know who I am. Am I a bot? Am I real? I don't know. But I'm a shit stirrer, and I move into conversations and I say terrible things and I hide and I hide. And they're afraid. They never say anything in public. Never. They would never confront anybody. But in the anonymity of the dark recesses of the yum tree and the dark recesses of this thing called whatever, they can be anything they want. And not only that, vile, speaking in ways that are just absolutely vile. And even when you say, okay, I'll put up a picture, then all of a sudden, this guy, Flim Flam 1776 or whatever, has a following. Yeah, you go, do you like me? Yeah, do you like me? Yeah, I guess. Do you like the way I act? Yeah, I kind of do. I'll give you more of it. Do you like the way I go after Candace? As a matter of fact, I do. I'll give you more of it. Do you like me now? Do you like when I'm mean like this? I can do it. I'm sure you can. I'll do it. Okay, do it. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. Because I don't have any life. I don't have anything. But I only live in this world. That's why Candace has to understand. None. I don't think we need to know anything about your family. Nothing about your family. Nothing. Husband, but nothing. That may be kind of difficult. I got no problem with that. Nobody needs to know. You know who's like that to an extent? Joe Rogan. I know he's got a family. I don't know. Got a wife? I guess. I don't. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Nobody needs to know. Nobody. And Laura Loomer, I don't know what the hell her problem is. I have no idea. She is so wrapped in, or loosely wrapped or tightly wrapped, I don't know, in a hate and a disgust and a self-loathing. And she has that giggle in her voice. You know who has that too, believe it or not? John Mearsheimer. When he does, he has this little giggle, like he'll laugh. Like, I don't know what the president's doing. Watch. Sometimes it's the giggle. I've got a friend of mine who has no personality whatsoever. None. But when he talks, I guess he went to a movie and realized, I guess I can giggle. Or that is the equivalent of a smile or something. And when he talks, it creeps the hell out of you. You say, what are you doing? What are you laughing at this? No, I'm not laughing. Why am I laughing? You think I'm laughing? Oh, it's weird. Let me tell you something. There's some weird folks. Look here. I love you. Look here. Look. Look at the people right here. Look at them. You got some of these people who are absolutely batshit crazy. I mean, they're okay, but I hate to say it. I think you know who they are. I think they kind of they have a right to say something. I'm kind of funny about that. I'm kind of funny that way. I think they have a right to kind of say something. But deep down inside, you wouldn't want them anywhere near you. Would you want to meet half of these people? Hell no. Because you don't know who they are. They don't have anything. You don't understand. They don't have anything. They don't have anything. They don't have anything. And you're not going to get in the way of this thing. You think I'm kidding, don't you? You think I'm exaggerating, don't you? You think I'm exaggerating. Tell me. I can take it. Who thinks I'm exaggerating? Who worries about Candace? I do. I hope she's got the best security folk. I mean to tell you, I hope she's got people. I hope she and her family are heavily armed. I hope she's got dogs, Cane Corsos, and Mastiffs that'll just rip the shreds out, because we live in a sick world. We live in a sick world where some people don't have anything. And because we, for the longest time, keep elevating these people to some kind of weird hero status by listing their name and where they're from. And here's their social media manifesto. Here's what this numbnut bullshit artist, this vapid, vacuous shell of a human being, look what he says. He was a loner, kept to himself. His hobbies were bowling, spelunking, and collecting lint. He was an incel weirdo who oftentimes spouted, I don't want to know this. What a little NPC, nobody. Because they're nullities. They're nullities. And they'll say anything they want online. They're real tough. But if you got them in a room, and I'm not talking about physical violence, but if you got them in a room and you got them to an argument, they wouldn't know what to do. They don't do this. They couldn't. Are you kidding me? They couldn't do this. What is the number one learned human fear? What is it? That's right, swallowing hair. I kid, of course. It's speaking in public. You think they want to speak in public? Some people do. Some people shouldn't. So let me just tell you something right now. We live in a different world right now, big time different. And in 2028, you're not going to believe this election. And listen to what I'm telling you. People like Candace, people like Tucker, Massey, Ken, all these other guys, believe me. And one thing, Bobby Kennedy, put the snakes down. Have you seen this? He's picking up snakes all the time. He's like Buana. He's a snake handler. He had a rattlesnake. He went in, I'm in Dr. Oz's backyard. I'm picking up a snake. He gets into this stuff. He's like Buana. He's like some kind of a tough guy. And what are you doing? I'm doing pull-ups. You're 72, 73 years old. What the hell's the matter with you? I'm up doing pull-ups. Okay. What about the vaccines, Bobby? Huh? The vaccines. You were supposed to be Mr. Anti-Vaxxer. So far you came up, but you wouldn't have beef tallow at Steak and Shake, red dye number 3, eat right. Oh, and now he wants to talk about, quote, chemtrails. It's geoengineering. Dane Wigington has been doing this for 20, 30 years. What is with these people? This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. He's picking up snakes all the time. Have you seen this? What the hell is going on here? Kash Patel, nobody knows where he is. He's still trying to find, anybody see my girlfriend? Honey, I got a plane for you. It's a special to government. It's an FBI plane. I love you. This guy screams loser. Pete Hegseth, I don't know what to say. I don't know about this guy. I don't know about anybody. I swear to God. And J.D. Vance supposedly is saying, now, I'm skeptical of war. You're what? Since when? Tell me you understand what's going on. Tell me you understand what's going on. Do you understand what I'm saying? I see a lot of people writing a lot of stuff to each other. Sometimes I'm thinking, if I came here, sometimes I love everybody, but I say, are you listening to what I'm saying? Do you listen to what I'm saying? Or are you just talking to each other? That's okay. But there's some people who say, oh, no, I don't know what he's saying. I'm just talking to my friends. I just talk to my friends. I come here whenever he's on because I like my people. Hey, Todd. Hey, Jerry. I'm here. How are you doing? I'm fine. What's he talking about? What's who talking about? That guy. Oh, I don't know. I never listen. I'm just here to talk to you. How are you? Good. How was your day? It's like a lonely arts club here. Nothing wrong with that, I guess. Mostly listening. I like that. Mostly listening. But let me tell you something, my friends. You ain't seen nothing yet. Because something tells me the gloves are off. And I'm not even going to mention this nut's name. The one who went after Candace's daughter. Can you imagine that? Calling her some future, whatever that means. Can you imagine that? Little kids and Candace Owens? Because let me tell you something, it works the other way around. Wait till you have all of these people swarming you on your internet. Or your internet, what am I saying? Your, whatever it is, your social media. So let me just say it's number one. They're coming after TPUSA because they're going to find out that they've been astroturfing this the whole time. And if they find out that there is a significant number of chapters that are a waste of time and closed, it's going to blow up everything. Number two, numbnuts Erica has no idea what's going on. Not a clue. She has somebody on Fox. Oh, did you see this one? Oh, if ever you didn't know how irrelevant Fox was, somebody actually did this. Where is this? I had this. I saw this and howled. By the way, Samuel L. Jackson just put out something in favor of Karen Bass for mayor of LA. See? This is the way it goes. Can you believe this? Where? Oh, here. Is this? No. Oh, look at this. Phil Collins. Phil Collins hints he hasn't closed the door on new music touring despite health woes. He needs the money. He's crippled. He's in a wheelchair. He can't move. You think he's doing this because he loves the smell of the crowd and the roar of the grease paint? Come on. Are you kidding me? This is how stupid these people are. Seriously. Nobody realizes, like, he's not doing this because he wants to. He's crippled. He can't move. My God. Let me show you this one I was going to tell you about. This is the one. Where is this? Where? Oh God. I think somebody. You know what? I post some stuff in Twitter and or X, and I swear to God, they take them down. They take them down. It's like they don't like what I'm saying. And there was one it was somebody for, I know what it was. Yes. It was from Fox News, and it blew I couldn't believe somebody actually said this. No, I think they took them down. I've been seeing more of this stuff taken down. It's the damnedest thing you've ever seen in your life. Oh, by the way, here's another one. Mediaite, who's owned by, what the hell is that guy's name, honey? The one from, the guy with the thing. The guy with the rug. What's his name? Dan. What's his name? He does, he was on ABC. Dan. Oh, for Christ's sake. Dan. All right, hang on, man. Okay, media. Dan Abrams. So Dan Abrams, he has this thing called Mediaite. And Dan Abrams, he's a lefty. And he has this thing regarding this article in Mediaite about Candace and Laura Loomer. And there's this quote I posted. Both women have a long history of pushing widely debunked conspiracy theories. Hey, Dan, number one, what is a conspiracy theory? And tell me, when are they debunked? Did any of you know? Did you know about anything being debunked? When they debunk, is there a list where I can go? Where is this? Well, it's not, hasn't been debunked yet. Who debunks these things? Seriously, who are the people who debunk conspiracy theories? Let me say this, and I hope I don't want to scare anybody, because a lot of people I don't think are paying attention, and I think they like it kind of quiet so they can just, communicate with friends. The word conspiracy theory is done. It's been done. It's like groovy, bee's knees, the cat's meow, groovy, 23 skidoo. It's over. We don't use this term anymore. Second, anti-Semite or Semitic. It's Semitic. Semite, Semitic. Anti-Semitic would be an anti-Semite. I don't even know what the hell that is. But anti-Semitic, stop using that. It's over. It's over. I'm telling you officially, it's done. It doesn't mean anything. Good luck. It's just one of those things. Candace Owens is the most powerful person on the internet today. And let me tell you something. Anybody want to know why? Excuse me. Don't let me interrupt you. They're talking to each other. Let me tell you why. She's the most powerful because she's loved. Let me say that again. Do people love Tucker? Some do. Some. Do people love Megyn Kelly? Megyn Kelly still wants to figure out what she wants to do. Megyn Kelly, deep down inside, I think kind of wants to be the movie star. You know what I mean? She kind of wants to be, but she still wants to be the movie star. You know what I mean? Not the movie star, but like the Ginger Grant versus the Mrs. Howell. Whatever the hell that means. I don't even know what the hell that means. Her whole thing was, I believe that Donald Trump cheated on his wife. It's like, listen, Megyn, I don't know how to break this thing to you, but this is not exactly riveting news. Now, I don't have any reason. I don't know anything about the president, but I'm just saying, I'm just saying, why does this bother you? Out of all the things that Trump can do, why all of a sudden does his infidelity? And I'm not saying there's something wrong with it. I'm not. Infidelity is a bad thing. But infidelity doesn't get anybody killed. Infidelity doesn't get troops sent halfway around the world for some stupid thing which doesn't affect us. Why is that a problem? Did this happen to you? Be honest. Did this happen to you? Did we hit a nerve with you? Was there something maybe in some dark period of time where somebody broke your heart or something? Because it's very strange. Again, out of all the things that Trump does, not even on the top 100 would be infidelity. Seriously. It's like you almost had it going there. See, she's all over the place. You know what I mean? She's all over the road. She's AOR, as we say in music. She doesn't know where she doesn't really know. I don't know what she wants to. She wants to be really Maureen Callahan, so to speak. She wants to do that stuff, which is kind of fun. But she's not seriously. She's not serious. But going back to what I said, the reason why is that people love Candace. Alex Jones, by the way, is coming back. He hasn't gone anywhere, by the way, but we will never not hear him. Did people love him? No. Name one person, anyone, listen to me carefully. Stop talking to each other for a moment. And do me a favor. Stop saying Epstein list. Stop saying Epstein is dead. half of Hollywood does things worse than Epstein ever did. Epstein is like limited hangout. He's bad. He's not even close to being as bad as it was. I don't think you heard me. Stop saying the Epstein list. You're embarrassing yourself. The Hollywood people are laughing their ass off. You think Epstein's bad? Are you kidding me? How about parents turning over their kids to Hollywood big shots to make them a star? Think I'm kidding? Do you want to go? Do you understand what Hollywood is? Since the days of Clark Gable, since the days of Jean Harlow and Clara Bow, I could tell you stuff your hair would curl. You think Epstein's bad? During the 20s, the roaring 20s? Oh, dear God. They would have women coming off of the bus. Remember that? None of those pictures that would come off the bus, the recruiting bus, and how it was Warner or something. These people are so, they're like children. They think that Epstein started it. He's bad, but he's nothing compared to these people. And they keep calling him a pedophile. The minority of the people, doesn't matter, I care if there's one, but you don't even know. PDF files? What are you looking for him for? Hollywood, oh my God. Music industry. How long did it take for them to get R. Kelly? How long? Nobody was paying attention. Diddy was nothing. Diddy's biggest problem is probably he's gay, which, believe me, is more. Have you noticed how? By the way, just as a second thing, you know how people were saying in the old days, like, retard is back. Hey, we can say retard. Now everybody's gay. Have you noticed that? The word is gay. Gays come back. A lot of people, that's so gay. Remember that? Whoa, hey. What does that mean? It means that the strictures have been loosened, that we're not necessarily interested anymore in playing by the rules or the convention. You see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? You don't, do you? You don't do it. Look at this. Lionel is losing it. I don't get it. Are you kidding me? This is what I've got to deal with. Somebody actually wrote this. I'm losing it. I don't get it. This is from Tinfoil Hat Ms. Dana. Honey, this ain't for you. You know, there's a nice little, I don't know, maybe you can go to a nice, we could just go to some other show or something. Maybe you can. Do you really not understand this? See, that's the problem. Why are you, I'm just saying, what about this sick world do we not understand? Maybe, you know what? And I have a feeling, with all due respect, I think you're kind of maybe sort of emblematic of a lot of people. And I mean that. I'm not trying to be mean. But a lot of people they just write stuff like, I don't know what's going on here. Say something. No, just type it. He's going crazy. Yeah, that's good. Type it. Just say something. Say something. What is it? Just say something. Everybody else knows what he's talking about. It doesn't matter. This is the wildest stuff I've ever seen. Or we could talk about, maybe we could do 10 minutes of It's Blurry. We could do that one. That's a great one. Look, let me tell you something. Let me see if I can wrap it up. And I will speak to you slower. Candace Owens is going to be the biggest thing anybody has ever seen on the internets. Period. Nobody today in politics has as much of a control or an audience as she does. Nobody is loved. This is a component that has been missed. Many people have been respected and admired, but nobody loves them. Go to a Candace Owens live broadcast. Wait before and watch how people speak to her and about her. She is enormous. She is able, how am I doing so far? Good, better? She is able to direct people who are strong of faith, who have deep personal convictions, who are heavily uh, led and who follow the word of Christianity and religion. And she is able to work with them and provide a platform nobody else has. Nobody. Nobody. And if she were to become involved in the 2028 election, if she decides that she is going to invite somebody on, she's not susceptible to this equal time business. But if she decides to turn, she's going to have 6 million very soon, 6 million adherents. You can take all of the people on late night TV, all of them, add them up, and their audiences, they're not even close to 6 million. Plus, let me say this again. They love her. Whatever she says to do, they will do it. They feel a connection to her that nobody else does. And you can say a variety of reasons why. She is a role model. They love her. I'm telling you. And what these lefty news people don't get, it's not because she's anti-MAGA. They don't get it because they don't have anybody, even remotely. They're too busy arguing why people like the Karen Basses of the world and others are. So let me tell you that. Number 2 or 3, whatever you want to call it, there is going to be a very strong push by some very desperate people to try to shut Candace Owens up. And I mean just by maybe countering her. I don't mean anything nefarious per se. But then again, after Charlie, who knows what's going on? They are going to say she is un-American, that she's dangerous, she's anti-Semitic, she's violating something, she's inciting. They're going to try everything. And the more they tell her this, the more powerful she will become. The more powerful. Absolutely, positively. Watch Sebastian Gorka, as I brought up before. Seb Gorka, Count Dracula. Watch him. Because he will say anything because Trump has sycophantic toadies and lickspittles and bootlickers, the likes of which you have never seen. Next, this is very, very important. Next, prepare yourself for the new version of Candace, where she is going to say, I'm going to unleash some terror. And I'm going to start with Laura Loomer. Just for drill, and everybody will applaud this. Laura Loomer has no friends. Nobody. Laura Loomer was the one who said, God hates you. She actually said this to Candace. God hates you. It's one thing to say, I hate you, or people hate you. Okay. God does. Okay. God who loves lepers and everybody else except for God. This is a woman at the end. Now, Candace is saying not only is she crazy, but she's a transgendered gay homosexual man or something. I don't even know what it is, but I love it. And they're going to say stuff to her, and she is going to just go berserk. And when she turns around, she's suggesting that the reason why she's trying to be nice to Joe Biden is because of Biden's connection with his father, Joe Biden, from Delaware. And that Candace's lawsuit with Brigitte Macron is in Delaware. And maybe there's some kind of a influence or favoritism or something. I mean, it's kind of novel. It's novel, but that's not it. That's not it. That was also one of the best interviews anybody's ever done. And it helped a lot of people, believe it or not. It helped a lot of people. So watch what happens there. And watch what happens to this second tiered, I don't know who this dame is, but going after Candace's daughter. Mr. Boat Sailor says, Lionel, where is the blur? Your stream is not the same if it's not blurry. Come on. Thank you. That's been the best thing anybody has said. So that's where we are today, my friends. That's where we are today. This is one of the ones. And let me tell you something. Every single thing that has been said about, every deep dive about, and with all due respect to Fort Huachuca and Mitch Snow and whatever you want to know, nothing will be as devastating and as destructive to TPUSA than to show that they've astroturfed this whole thing and that there aren't 1,800 chapters with 3,000 presences or whatever the hell you want to call it. That this is nothing but an illusion. It's an illusion the whole time. And nobody thought to look there. And it took some lefty act blue, some woman named Z. Cohen Sanchez or something or other, okay, from Un-F America, whatever. But listen to what it is. It's brilliant. So now people are going to say, wait a minute. I think I just may want to be one of these. I think I may be one of these influencers too. I think what I'm going to do. Yeah, that's it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come along and I'm going to give me a list of those. How many chapters? 1,800? I'll take 900. You take the 900. Let's see if anybody's there. And let me weigh in. Lengitis says, can I just say, it's not about Epstein. It's the blackmail and control he facilitated or foreign intelligence. Maybe. Let me ask you something. Let's say it's, and I have no reason to believe this, I have no proof, but let me give you as an example. Let's say it's Bill Gates. What kind of influence do you think anybody's going to have on Bill Gates? What kind of blackmail do you think one of the richest men in the world, what do you think they're going to do? Unless you're some what? You know how many years ago this was? Okay. And I think honeypot's there. It's there. It's the, but I hate to tell you this. No, I don't hate to tell you. You do know what Epstein was really about. It was about gun running. It was about wire fraud. His expertise from the days of Adnan Khashoggi and others. This is his front venture. And I mean this is important, but how long do you think they're going to use this information? Remember, and I'm not saying you're right. I would venture to say, and I disagree with you in one respect, it's the fact that you victimize a woman, for the most part, a woman or a minor, not the blackmail, not the extortion. It's what they did to these women. That's the issue. If they have pics of Bill with little kids, they have influence. Epstein was a moron. What do you think they're going to do with it? Let me ask you something. What are they going to do? Let me try this again. Bill Gates says, okay, I'll tell you what. You use that against me, and I'll show you what I can do. Do you want to incur the wrath of the world's richest man? What do you think is going to happen? Okay. You got the picture of the kid. Okay. What do you want me to do? I know it sounds good. Believe me, I understand it. But it doesn't. Who are the people we're talking about? I know you. I know you. I've got this guy. I know what you've done. Everybody's done this. And if you couldn't come after me, I'm going to come after you. So let me tell you something, Mr. Blackmailer. If you bring me down, I want them to know I'm going to bring this guy down too, and I'm going to tell him it's because of you. How do you like that? And I may be able to say, okay, you got me. What do you do? Put me in prison? Me? No. Who wants to go after me? Are you kidding? Why do you think nobody was charged? Why do you think so? By the way, these people are all dirtbags. Hollywood, I can't tell you what we know, what we've heard that's going on in Hollywood. What used to be called Hollywood. Why do you think so many of these Hollywood types have kids who are all of a sudden coming out trans? Langita says, I don't know, Lionel. Bill Gates cannot go up against Rothschilds or the Adelsons. What? But it won't be, but they're, why would they want to go up against each other? What position does he hold that they're all getting along? There's no need for this. I don't need any of this stuff. I don't need to threaten you. Threaten you with what? What's Bill Gates not do? Again, hypothetically, what's he not doing that you've got to coerce him to do because he's not what? Playing ball with the Rothschilds or the Adelsons or Larry or whoever? What? It's already, these cases are all 10, 15 years old. I don't know. What good are they? There's too much. The issue is simply this. Now it's, why are people covering it up? I don't care anymore. Who did what. I want to know, why are you covering this thing up? Why? You know, one of the things that Massey brought up at MTG, she wanted this. Why are you covering up for people? Why are you? The issue is not Bill Gates or whoever. It's, why would you want to cover this up? Do you understand this? This is the part which is the most amazing. My friends, I thank you. I love you immensely. Please do not ever change. Do not change. I love you. And Langitas, you are beautiful. It's not about Bill Gates. Epstein is a symbol for foreign money and influence of the government. Listen, symbols aren't going to, look, you're right about that, but it's time to move on. There's bigger stuff. Remember, what he did was worse. You're not wrong, but it's like enough. It's a limited hangout. All right, my friends, I love you. Please like the videos. Subscribe to the channel. I've got one coming up at about 9:30 or so. And thank you. Thank you for being here. And thank you for being a part of our family here. We love you. Have a great night. And we'll see you. Don't forget, Monkey's dead. Show's over. Sue you.